First carry of the game for Chritian Mcaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blow.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
My bad.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used
driving,
to
bro.
Like a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Chritian Mcaffrey.
Homies on the cover of the game, bro,
and the
for a
Niners
reason.
post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but
He's
plenty
OP
of
in
action
this
prior
game,
too,
huh?
because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the
I
other
don't know how
sideline,
to
they're
make
chomping
those.
at the bit just to get the football. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That big boy was on him.
2nd down and 3.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. This completes to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Play action this time with Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Love looking to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick
It's all
up
good,
the
bro.
first.
I think you're
And
still in it. I'm not that good at this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with a...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49.
I know, I
touchdown.
thought you picked it too right there. I was like,
Chritian Mcaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers had 6 to their lead.
All right, I'm not doing that.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers.
Wait, he dropped that?
Right
Oh,
there.
shit.
You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And that
How come it's
flag
not going
accepted.
far? What the fuck? Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw now, here's Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
Oh shit, 50-yard
not
gain.
Quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 9.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Winds up and lets it go.
Fucking let that shit fly.
It's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
What the fuck? Are you supposed to hold it down?
Zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40.
Xbox. A.
Love now.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
play fake. Here's Love rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
27 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Purdy.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Debo going in motion left. Purdy from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Debo Samuel, 52 yards. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Purdy will throw for it.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Love.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Purdy looking to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Love looking to throw it. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Love.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Blaster, 6. 5, 97.
Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
User pick.
Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. And just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
Why would they
I don't
decline
have a good answer
that?
for you, but let's work the
It's
math here a little
GG's,
bit.
bro.
If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
It's over.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you
Good
just
game.
had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of it.
Good luck on your next game.
This makes 0 sense.
I can
Now San
time
Francisco
out
going to
for
call
you.
their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Dude, I don't want that. I'm trying to switch up my plays. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going deep.
This now a 3rd and 4.
I'm going deep on you.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's
You can pick it off, bro, and win the game right now.
That one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Pick it off and get a
And here's a
touchdown.
big one
You win the
now.
game.
Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's going to be intercepted.
No
the
way.
third time.
Oh.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game
Good game,
is
bro.
now
Good
officially
luck.
over.
Jeez.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara.
I messed up.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Working across the field, the Nakua has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first down throw for Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Chritian Mcaffrey to get things started. And he'll be taken down at about the 28, but move the chains. That's a first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Chritian Mcaffrey.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. These two offensive coordinators, they have been busy. What can they do to generate some offense in this second half to come? Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
3rd down. Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Down to the 10. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
In motion, it's Robinson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. A run here with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
McCaffrey, 1st down and more. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the
blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in for the two-point conversion to make it 16-0.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. They take a shot downfield looking for Cup. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't